Chris, thanks very much for joining us ahead of the FA Cup second round game against Blackpool. Another long trip for your squad, of course. How are they recovering after the Exeter game?
Yeah, they've recovered well. I mean, we had a long journey back, got back late, obviously, and so they had a rest day yesterday and then back in today to review the game and train and start preparing for our next game. So, yeah, they're all in good spirits and encouraged from the performance and result, and they're in good shape.
Yeah, what are your main takeaways just looking back at that game from an analysis point of view? Was that much more like it from your side?
Yeah, it was. I mean, obviously, we all know we had a disappointing result on the Saturday, and it was about a reaction and looking like us again, and I thought we did. I thought we, as I said after the game, I think we limited them to 2 touches inside our box, which is the best we've had this season from a defensive point of view. So we looked solid, we looked sort of controlled, we looked measured and composed in how we played as well. I just thought there was a real sort of assurance about us and looked a threat, broke through their press lots of times, lots of crosses into the box, looked dangerous, and scored 2 good goals. So I was really encouraged with the performance.
You mentioned the defence there. Of course, you switched things up slightly on Tuesday. Bielik moved over to the right. Cochrane was able to get forward a little bit more as well. How pleased were you with how that worked? Yeah,
good. I mean, it was just a little tweak and how we're going to set it up. And yeah, I think what you've got is 2 quality players that are able to adapt quickly. So Chris Bielik from that position gave some good progressions, got a good quality of pass, and picks the right pass at the right time. So he was good on that side, defended well, gave us a little bit more presence and the back line as well. And then Alex, when he gets forward, if he gets that ball out of his feet and can cross, then he's one of the best definitely at this level in terms of quality of cross. So nearly had an assist and looks good. So yeah, I was pleased with how that worked.
Was one of the benefits there as well that you could get Ben Davies back into the side as well after just how well he's played recently?
Yeah, exactly. Ben's grown more and more as the weeks and months have passed since he's joined us, and he contributed really well just recently. And yeah, I thought it was good. Obviously, when you've got a left-footed centre-back, it gives you a great balance in that first build-up to get the ball out or play through lines. So he's got that, but he's also reads the game well, very composed and calm, but competitive as well. So a good player, and I was pleased with how it looked.
Alfie May also moved to lead in the line as well. You touched on it slightly last week, but is that very much where you see his best position being?
Yeah, it is. And I say he's a number 9. I mean, I played him as a number 10 just off the front, which he can do. He can definitely do that. But as a 9, you can see his nous and experience. He's clever with the movements he makes. He's good when the ball comes into his feet, can link the game up, knows when to turn, and then he's obviously got good movement in the box. So and presses incredibly well. So that's the most important thing actually for the front players, is that they're also defending with the team and pressing from the front, and they did that. So he looked good.
Tomoki Iwata as well continues his incredible scoring record. He's looked so dangerous from around that edge of the box area. Are those the exact sort of positions you've been wanting him to get in to make the most of that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I expected him to get there and control and score every time he got there, because that's quite unusual. But he's obviously, you can see his technique, all different types of finishes, control, volley or first time volley, or everything that he's been on the edge of the box is dangerous. But yeah, the main thing is, from our point of view, when we are attacking the box, that the midfielders arrive on the edge for the second balls, basically. And if you can shoot, great. And he's got a lot of goals, more than I expected him to, and long may it continue.
It was a big game as well for Jay Stansfield on Tuesday. He came off late on, moving a little bit gingerly. How's he holding up?
No, he's absolutely fine. He had cramp. I think he had cramp. So physical numbers were really high as always. He'll always sprint and run and cover a lot of ground every single game. He works so hard without the ball, as well as making lots of runs in possession. So he just had a bit of cramp.
I know you mentioned Scott Wright and Emil Hansen were still a little while off. Is Lee Buchanan still due some match minutes perhaps elsewhere at the club?
Yeah, Lee is. I mean, he's obviously been out for a long time with various niggles and things. So he's still making his way back day by day, and we'll see how he is.
Looking ahead to Blackpool, of course, we're yet to come up against them in the league. How are you expecting them to approach this game?
Yeah, I mean, they're good side. I watched them a few times, and every time I've watched them, I've always thought they look like one of the better teams in League One. They're normally a good football inside, some good midfielders. they look quite energetic, and they'll press and work hard as well. So, yeah, 4-4-2 typically, 4-2-3-1 is from what I've seen, and a good footballing side, and it'll be a good test for us, away from home and different competition, but same idea for us is to go and win.
Steve Bruce is obviously really well known to the club, of course. Are you looking forward to going up against him with all the experience and respect he has in the game? Yeah,
absolutely. Huge respect for Steve as a player and a manager, of what he's achieved in a long career. And obviously served this club incredibly well, and is really well respected and well thought of here. So deserves all of our respect. And I'm really looking forward to going up against him, but more importantly, going up against them. It's the teams on the pitch that matter the most, and the players are really looking forward to it.
I'm sure you'll want to field a really strong team, of course, for the competition. But will there be potential to perhaps switch things around a bit, given the schedule of games that you have?
Yeah, that's going to be really important for us. We're at that stage of the season now, December, January time, as we go through, where the games come thick and fast through the winter time. So we need to use all the players in the squad. That's going to be important. So we can expect a bit of that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.